Hey, Joe, I just want to ask you what the best parts of this weekend are for you in terms of just having some interaction with your new coaches in the field, getting to meet the other rookies. What you're most looking forward to?
Just being in the facility with the other dudes, going over the scheme. It's a new scheme, so just getting the footing of that. Just the basis of that. It's been really fun. Just playing football again. Being around football, talking ball, being in meetings. I enjoy the whole process.
Next, we'll go to Scott Reynolds.
Joe, what was your familiarity like with Shaq Barrett and Jason Pierre-Paul? I know from looking at your Twitter timeline, you watched the Super Bowl, but how much intel do you have on these guys if you watched them play before the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they're really respectable dudes in the league. Top of the league in their positions. JPP's been doing it for years. Shaquille Barrett, had several, multiple, double-digit sack years. So, I'm definitely familiar with them. It's going to be a blessing, to be in the same room with them and, just learn from them and play around, get after the quarterback with them.
Next, we'll go to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Joe, you talked to us before about your sister, Julia, and the work, obviously, she put into her studies to get into medical school and everything. So I'm curious, has she made her decision yet where she's going to go to medical school? Because I know you're going to be giving her a boost there. And just what's it like to have a sibling that just like you has worked so hard at her craft and really whose life is starting to take off at the same time yours is?
I'm pretty sure she's going to University of Washington. She's recently just got accepted. So, we're waiting for the final announcement. But, growing up, we were always just competing, always just trying to be the best at what we do. Kind of like, I kind of see it as like a race to success, but, we're cheering each other on. So it's never, a competition, but it really is a competition between me and her. So, I'm glad that I have my sister in my life, motivation because, she's doing big things and, I'm doing big things too. So it's just great to have someone like that in my life.
Next, we'll go to Rick Stroud.
Hey, Joe, aside from learning the playbook, is there anything that Todd Bowles or your coaches have told you that they want you to focus on either this week or throughout the offseason?
Just, being versatile, learning the interior positions and the outside positions too. So, just being versatile.
Next, we'll go to Josh Allen.
Hey, Joe, just kind of wondering, we haven't seen you on the field for a year. What are some of the things that you were working on when you took that year off into this offseason that you're, excited to show the coaches, maybe, your first step or, movement not being wasted and things like that, and really getting out there and showing these coaches, hey, I've improved on this. This is what you saw. This is what you're going to see. And this is what I'm going to be doing at the next level.
You really, just everything that you just said, I was definitely doing in the year off. Just overall strength, overall just, working on my durability, just doing anything I can off the field to improve my, performance on the field.
Next, we'll go to Evan Klosky.
Hey, oh, can you hear me? There we go. Okay, I'm off mute. Hey, Joe, just wondering, with you being the first-round pick and obviously the top dog in that sense entering camp, do you feel a sense of leadership in this rookie mini camp to set the tone with your teammates?
I feel like, that's definitely that's something that comes with being the first-round pick, but there's a standard in this building. When you walk in, you better know, come, ready to work. I don't believe, I have, it's just a standard in this building. So I guess you could say so, but we're all in here. We have a goal in mind. We all want to win.
Next, we'll go to Joey Knight.
Joe, this has obviously been a whirlwind for you since you got drafted. I'm just curious how your life has changed since you got drafted, became a first-round pick.
Well, I moved all the way down to Florida. It's a lot different in Seattle. I'm really enjoying my time here. Only been here, 2 days now, and it's been awesome. It's really a blessing.
Next, we'll go to Andrew Cassey.
Hey, Joe, again, as the number one or the first round draft pick for this team, you're coming into a situation similar to, Kyle Trask, where he gets to learn behind Tom Brady. You're obviously going to be behind JPP and Shaq. As a first round pick, are you prepared to be patient to wait for your time to be the guy on this defense?
Most definitely, but at the same time, still preparing like I'm the starter. Gotta come in with that mindset, because you never know when your card's gonna be called. So.
Next, we'll go to John Ledyard.
Joe, you played from a 2 and a 3-point stance at Washington, and you'll probably get the chance to do both in Tampa Bay as well. I'm curious, over the past year of not actually being out on the field, have you noticed, going back and looking at your tape, a difference in the way you get off the ball from a 2 and a 3-point stance? Has one required more work than the other? Can you tell us some about just the differences between the two, and if you're more comfortable with one or if you had to work harder to get more comfortable with both?
I'm pretty comfortable with both. It's just depending on the situation, down and distance, all that. That definitely comes into play. So, I feel like I'm well versed in both, and 3-point stance is definitely something I like to be in on third downs. But it's just all based on the scenario.
We have time for a few more. Next, we'll go to Leo Haggerty.
Joe, we know of the emotion you had on draft night. When you finally walked into the facility, what was going through your mind knowing that I'm a professional football player?
I thought to myself, this is what I wanted my whole life. I've been working for this, and it's go time. Be the same Joe. Keep elevating. Learn as much as you can, and still just playing the game I've been playing my whole life.
And lastly, we'll go to Jennaline.
Hey, Joe, back to your sister. I found that very relatable, kind of the competition between you guys. Can you talk a little bit more about that and this little sibling rivalry you guys had, and just kind of examples of how you guys pushed each other?
My sister was in all the advanced classes, in high school growing up. So, I had sports to do. So I was always, trying to work out as much as I can, do anything I could to match her, work ethic in the classroom. And, that's just an example in high school. But, just being competitive is just in our blood. We've had that ever since we've been young. And, it's just when you have someone of that age or a sibling that age, she's only a year older than me. We went to the same school and all that. We've been around each other our whole lives. It's just been really, really fun.
All right, that's all we have time for. Appreciate you taking the time, Joe.
Yep, thank you guys.